Why did thousands of people report getting physically sick after viewing this painting online? Why did 3 men who came into contact with this painting all die within 6 years? And why did the artist paint 4 more versions of it, including one that now hangs in a haunted museum in Las Vegas? This is The Hands Resist Him, painted in 1972 by Bill Stoneham, and it became the most viral haunted painting in internet history. But here's what's really going on. The truth is darker and stranger than any ghost story. All of that coming up right now. Let's dive in. Look at this. A young boy, maybe 5 years old, standing in front of a glass door, his hand pressed flat against it, like he's trapped. Next to him, a life-size doll. Female, expressionless, staring straight at you. In her hand, what looks like a weapon, wires sticking out. And behind the glass, dozens of hands, small hands, children's hands, pressed against the door from the other side, reaching, grasping, desperate, trying to get out, or trying to pull him in. The boy's expression. It's not fear exactly, it's empty, hollow, like he's already gone somewhere else. And that doll, life-sized, realistic proportions, but dead eyes. Is she protecting him, or pushing him toward whatever's behind that door? When you look at this painting, something feels fundamentally wrong, like you're staring at someone else's nightmare. And in February 2000, that nightmare went viral. But let's start at the beginning. 1972, Oakland, California. Bill Stoneham is a young artist, trying to make it. He signs a contract with the Feingarten Gallery in Beverly Hills. $200 for 2 paintings a month. One day, he's looking through old family photos, and he finds one of himself, age 5, standing outside his grandmother's apartment in Chicago. He's with a little girl, a neighbor. His wife, Rowan Ponsetti, writes him a poem about it. 1971. The title, The Hands Resist Him. Part of it reads, "The hands resist him like the secret of his birth." See, Stoneham was adopted. He never knew his birth parents. And this poem, this image, it triggered something in him. So he paints it. The boy? That's him at 5. The door? The barrier between the real world and the world of dreams, possibilities, other lives. The doll? A guide? Leading him through? The hands? All the other versions of himself he could have been. All the lives he didn't live. It's not supposed to be scary. It's supposed to be about memory, childhood, identity. But when people saw it, they saw something else. 1974, Beverly Hills. Stoneham has his first one-man show at the Feingarten Gallery. Henry Seldis, art critic for the Los Angeles Times, reviews it. He writes, "William Stoneham's paintings are at their best when at their weirdest. The young artist comes close to inventing the first truly neo-surrealist painting that extends surrealist fantasies into the contemporary realm. High praise, and one painting sells. The hands resist him. The buyer? Actor John Marley. You'd know him. He's in The Godfather, the guy who wakes up with a horse head in his bed. Marley loves the painting, takes it home, and then things get weird. 1978, 4 years later, Henry Seldis, the critic who reviewed the show, dead. Found in his apartment, police ruled it suicide. 1981, 7 years after the show. Charles Feingarten, the gallery owner, dead. 1984, 10 years after the show. John Marley, dead, after open-heart surgery. Now, people die. That's life. But when you're Bill Stoneham and you hear that everyone who came into contact with your painting is dead, that stays with you. Stoneham himself said, "I'm sure it was coincidence, but some of what I paint resonates in other people, opening the inner door or basement." After Marley died, the painting disappeared. Stoneham had no idea where it went. For 16 years, nobody knew. Then, in February 2000, an elderly California couple finds it at an old brewery, abandoned, just sitting there among trash. They take it home, and almost immediately, weird things start happening. Their 4.5-year-old daughter comes to them one morning, says, "The children in the painting were fighting. They came into my room last night." The parents think, overactive imagination, but the daughter keeps saying it, night after night. So the father sets up a motion-activated camera, and according to the eBay listing they eventually posted, the camera caught something. The boy, crawling out of the painting. The doll, coming alive, pointing the weapon, now. Did they ever release these photos? No. Were they telling the truth? Probably not. But they posted the painting on eBay, with a warning. Do not bid on this painting if you are susceptible to stress-related disease, faint of heart, or unfamiliar with supernatural events. The listing went absolutely viral. Over 30,000 views, hundreds of emails. People claimed just looking at the JPEG made them physically ill. Nausea, dizziness, panic attacks. One person said their printer started printing the image on its own, over and over. Another claimed their computer crashed when they tried to save it. Children crying when they saw it on screen. People feeling a presence in their room after viewing it. Starting bid, $199. Final sale, $1,025. 30 bids. The buyer, Kim Smith. Perception Gallery in Grand Rapids, Michigan. He thought he was buying a 1940s painting, thought it would be a great addition to his newly renovated gallery. He had no idea what he was getting into. August 2001, Bill Stoneham gets an email from Kim Smith, the gallery owner who bought the painting. Subject line: "Do you know about the hands resist him?" Stoneham clicks the link and sees his painting from 1972, with thousands of people calling it haunted. He's shocked. In interviews, he explained what people got wrong. That weapon everyone's terrified of? It's a dry cell battery, with wires, like I used to make model airplanes as a kid. The boy isn't trying to escape, he's on a journey. The doll isn't evil, she's a guide. But he also said something else, something that makes the whole story darker. Both the gallery owner where Hands was displayed and the Los Angeles Times art critic who reviewed my show were dead within a year of the show. He doesn't say it's cursed, but he doesn't deny something strange is happening either. He said, "Some of what I paint resonates in other people, opening the inner door, or basement." After the eBay phenomenon, people started commissioning him. "Can you paint more of these?" And he said yes. 2004. First sequel. Resistance at the Threshold. Same boy, same doll, but they're older now, 40 years older. The boy is a bearded man. The doll is a real woman. They're still at the door, still surrounded by hands. 2012. Second sequel, Threshold of Revelation. The mystery deepens. The doll reveals herself. Maybe his real sister, discovered late in life. 2017. The prequel, The Hands Invent Him. This time, we see the other side of the door. The boy, young Stoneham, holding a paintbrush. The doll and the original boy are silhouettes on the other side of the glass. It's meta. The boy is painting them into existence, creating the very painting we're talking about. And where is this prequel now? Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum in Las Vegas, displayed alongside other supposedly cursed objects. 2021. The final painting, What Remains. The same setting, but deteriorated, broken, scattered with debris. The cycle is complete. 5 paintings. 49 years. Stoneham turned an internet urban legend into a life's work. So what's really going on here? Let's break it down. The painting is objectively unsettling. Stoneham painted in photorealism. Everything looks like a photograph, the doll especially, life-sized, realistic, but lifeless eyes. That triggers what psychologists call the uncanny valley. When something looks almost human but not quite, our brains freak out. The hands? In dim light, your brain wants to see them move. It's called pareidolia, seeing patterns where there are none. And the eBay listing? Perfect storm of suggestion and mass hysteria. You tell someone a painting is haunted, put a warning on it. They expect to feel scared. So they do. Add the internet, early 2000s internet, forums, chain emails, creepypasta culture just starting. The story spreads faster than anyone can fact-check it. The deaths of the 3 men? Coincidence. Tragic, but coincidence. Henry Seldis died 4 years after seeing the painting. Charles Feingarten, 7 years. John Marley sold the painting before he died, but Stoneham himself said, "I never wanted to see that painting again." Not because it's haunted, because of the weight of the stories, the deaths, the mythology. Today, the original The Hands Resist Him is still at Perception Gallery in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Kim Smith displays it publicly, and people still react. Some can't look at it for long. Some feel drawn to it. Some swear they see movement. In person, the effect is even stronger. Because you're standing in front of something that has 49 years of mythology attached to it. You know the story, so your brain fills in the rest. Bill Stoneham? He's reclaimed the narrative, turned the haunted painting into a meditation on identity, memory, and the paths we didn't take. He works in the game industry now, worked on Myst and Riven, but he still paints. And people still ask, is it really haunted? So is The Hands Resist Him haunted? No. Is it cursed? No. But does it do something to people? Absolutely. Bill Stoneham painted his childhood, his fears, his questions about identity. He tapped into something universal, the fear of being trapped, of other lives pressing against the glass, of becoming someone you're not supposed to be. The internet turned it into a ghost story. Mass hysteria did the rest. But the real power of this painting? It's that a piece of art can reach through a screen, through a JPEG on eBay, and make thousands of people feel something so intense they think it's supernatural. That's not a curse. That's just proof of how powerful art can be. Here's my question. If a painting can make you sick with dread just from looking at a computer screen, if it can make you feel like something's watching you, if it can haunt you for days, is that supernatural? Or is that just art doing what art is supposed to do? Making you feel something you can't explain? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you're brave enough, go look at it yourself. But don't say I didn't warn you.